Hi everyone, this is Take. Today I'm taking a leisurely bike ride around Kyoto. At the end of this trip, I also introduce some local Kyoto cuisine. This time, it's Kyoto-style ramen. The light purple area on the map shows the full route. We started at Kyoto Sanjo, historically known as the starting point of the Tokaido. From here, we headed toward the Togetsukyo bridge in Arashiyama and ride along a small pass through a beautiful bamboo grove. Then we make our way north, visiting famous landmarks like Ryoanji Temple, and known for its iconic dry rock garden, as well as Kinkakuji and Ginkakuji, both symbols of Muromachi period culture. Finally, we ended the journey at the breathtaking Kiyomizu-dera Temple. Although we got a bit lost along the way, the total distance was about 41 kilometers, including an hour at each of 4 temples for sightseeing. The whole trip took roughly 12 hours. Part 1, Sanjo to Arashiyama. In Part 1, we leave from Sanjo, pass Nijyo Castle and head to Bamboo Forest in Arashiyama. Along the way, we will visit a spot connected to a Hikaru Genji from the world's oldest full-length novel, The Tale of Genji. At the end, I will introduce Kyoto-style ramen, simple but packed with flavor. Final ride and reflections. Along the way, we will talk about how long it takes to get around, road conditions from city streets and quiet suburbs, traffic rule in Kyoto, where you can park your bike, place where a 2-speed bike just won't make the climb, and a few tips and cautions we picked up while cycling in Kyoto. We hope this will be helpful for anyone planning to explore Kyoto by bike, or for anyone who simply loves Kyoto. If that's you, stay with us until the end. This time I'm riding with 4 my old high school friends, Mako, Yasu, and Kazu, including myself, Take. A bit of history. In fact, there are the same friends who went to a bicycle camping trip together 50 years ago, from Osaka to Kyoto and all the way to Fukui Prefecture, back in our high school days. It's our second Kyoto tour together in 50 years. And by the way, as you can see in the background photo, that's us 50 years ago. Now we're all pushing 70, and while a few of us have some physical breakdowns here and there, we're still going strong. Getting to Kyoto with a bike by train. This time we're taking a Keihan train from a station in Osaka to Kyoto. The distance between Osaka and Kyoto is surprisingly short, just about 50 minutes on a regular express train. But if you bring a bicycle, you need to pack it like this. Bike must be completely covered when brought on the train. Once you arrive, assemble your bike as quickly as you can. Mine is a Brompton, and it takes less than a minute to unhold and set up, including packing up and the bag and organizing my things. I'm ready to go in about 2 minutes.
これ現在京都三条です。これから渡月橋経由で竹林の、散歩道に行きます。
Let's get started. After exiting Sanjo Station, head north along Kawabata-dori, following the Kano River. At Oike-Ohashi Bridge, turn left and cross over. Oike-dori is wide in this area, and there are dedicated bike lanes like this one, making it much safer and easier to ride. We've arrived at Nijyo Castle. Nijyo Castle was built in 1603 by Tokugawa Ieyasu, the first shogun of the Edo period. It was meant to protect the Kyoto Imperial Palace, where the emperor lived, and to serve as a residence for the shogun during his visit to Kyoto. Since we are not planning to tour the Kyoto castle this time, we'll just take a quick group photo here. From Nijyo Castle to Oike Street, the road narrows to about half its usual width. Traffic can get pretty heavy around here, so if you are cycling, be extra cautious. Kyoto is known for its many bicycles, so car drivers are generally used to share the road with bicycles. That makes it relatively safe and comfortable to ride around on bike. Now we've arrived at Nijyo JR station. Here we'll turn right. Interestingly, I found out later that the tracks here are elevated, so bicycles can actually go straight through the station area. On both sides of this area, you will find facilities of Shimazu Corporation. If the name sounds familiar, it's probably because of Koichi Tanaka. He's a Nobel Prize winner and a member of this company. And suddenly, surprise, the streetcar passed by. Always something interesting in Kyoto. We've now arrived at Uzumasa Koryuji Temple. Koryuji Temple has a long and impressive history. It was originally built in the year 603 by Prince Shotoku, and it's actually the oldest temple in Kyoto. It's also one of Japan's 7 major temples constructed by Prince Shotoku, like other iconic temples such as Tenryu-ji and Horyuji. Inside, you will find the statue of Miroku Bosatsu, which holds the honor of being national treasure number 1. That's right, very first. Katabirano-tsuji Station. There is a story behind this place that ties into bittersweet and sad themes of impermanence. It's linked to a noble woman named Kachiko Tachibana, also known as Empress Danlin, who lived from 786 to 850. She was the wife of Emperor Saga during the early Heian period, known for both her beauty and intelligence. Her life and beliefs reflected the fleeting nature of all things, a central concept in Japanese culture. We've arrived at the Katsura River. Our first major destination is the iconic Togetsukyo Bridge in Arashiyama. Its name is said to come from Emperor Kameyama during the Kamakura period, 1192 to 1333, who once remarked that the moon appears to cross the bridge. It is a poetic image that fits the beauty of this place perfectly. You even find this bridge featured in ukiyo-e print by legendary artists like Utagawa Hiroshige and Katsushika Hokusai. Now this is where I hit a bit of a snag. Time to attach the camera. I'd bought a bar mount that was supposed to let me attach long bar on my bike. Sounds exciting, right? Well, it turned out the adapter didn't fit to my bike at all. So we lost quite a bit of time trying and failing to get it set up properly. 30 minutes loss. Lesson learned, always double check your gear before the trip. We've arrived at the Kimono Forest, right here at the Arashiyama Station. Arashiyama Station is the terminal stop of the Keifuku Arashiyama line, and its open layout gives it a relaxed and welcoming vibe. This stunning installation featured 600 pillars wrapped with vibrant fabric style using Kyoto's traditional Kyoto Zen technique. Each pillar stands about 2 meters tall, turning the station into an open-air art gallery. At night, the Kimono Forest transformed into something truly magical. The pillar light up with soft LED illumination, creating a dream-like atmosphere. Even during the day, within the entrance partly dimmed, I could already get a hint of the mood. It's definitely a place I'd love to come back to after dark. On the left is the main entrance to Tenryu-ji Temple. Tenryu-ji is a Zen Buddhist temple founded in 1339 by Ashikaga Takauji. It was built to pray for Bodhi, or enlightenment, or of Emperor's Godaigo's spirit after his death. We've arrived at one of today's highlights, the famous bamboo walk. The Saga Arashiyama area has flourished as a retreat for aristocrats since the Heian period, and bamboo groves like this one were often incorporated into elegant garden design. According to the road sign, bicycles are technically allowed. Still, out of respect for many visitors quietly enjoying the atmosphere, we decided to walk our bike through the grove rather than ride. I had planned to come earlier and ride through the bamboo before the crowd arrived, but even at 9 a.m. it was already bustling with tourists. Next time, if I want to experience cycling through here peacefully, I'll need to arrive at least 2 to 3 hours earlier. Now we've arrived at the Nonomiya Shrine. This historical shrine was originally built in year 809 and is especially known for granting wishes related to love and relationships. One of its most distinctive features is the torii gate, made from black sawtooth oak. This gate is believed to be the oldest style of torii gate in Japan. Now just ahead of us is another road. As I later found out, there is a railroad crossing up ahead, and just beyond this is a lesser-known bamboo grove walking path that opened in 2015. Unfortunately, we missed our chance to explore it this time. From the entrance, it's about a 10-minute walk to the north gate of Tenryu-ji Temple. This gate leads into the main Arashiyama bamboo forest, the famous path line with tens of thousands of towering bamboo trees, stretching roughly 400 meters. It's one of the most iconic and thrilling walking experiences in Kyoto. In the morning, sunlight streaming through the bamboo, casting soft golden ray into the groove. At night, the path is illuminated, creating a dream-like, almost mysterious atmosphere. If you want to truly experience the beauty of the Arashiyama bamboo forest, it's best to come either early in the morning or after dark.
ちょっとしたもんやな。これはなかなかいいですね。
竹林の周り、道半ば。逆にね、出ております。
As you walk north around the pass, the mood gradually shifts, relaxing.
Kudari は最高や。
Next up to Rakushisha. That roof retreat was once the villa of Mukai Kyorai, a disciple of famous haiku master Matsuo Basho. It dates back to around 1685 to 1686. Basho himself visited here 3 times. The name Rakushisha comes from an incident where 40 persimmons in the garden fell overnight, hence the house of falling persimmon, Rakushisha. This area is incredibly peaceful. You will notice it right away, hardly any crowds, just a quiet, reflective atmosphere perfect for a leisurely stroll. From here, the path leads into a residential area. We did get a bit lost here, so I marked the turns from C1 to C5 in the video to help you match what you see with the map. Eventually, we've arrived at the west gate of Seiryoji Temple. That is our next stop.
あと3分の2ぐらいか。
We've arrived at the Seiryoji Temple, also known as Saga Shakado Hall. Seiryoji is part of Chihon-in school of Dojo sect of Buddhism, and it's affectionately referred to as Saga Shakado. The temple originally began as a villa during the Heian period. It was built by Minamoto no Toru the 12th son of Emperor Saga. He is a fascinating historical figure, believed to be one of the real-life inspirations of Hikaru Genji, the main character in the tale of Genji by Murasaki Shikibu.
9時半でこれか楽しみやな
Interestingly, Minamoto no Toru is also said to have built the first villa in what is now the Byodo-in area of Uji, another historical rich and beautiful spot. This is where we got a little lost. The path splits into 4 directions. If you take the left fork, you will head toward Daikakuji Temple. Daikakuji, formerly known as Rakushisha Inn, is said to be Japan's oldest imperial villa. It was originally built by Emperor Saga during the Heian period, 794 to 1185. The entire Saga area flourished as a retreat of emperors and aristocrats, becoming a center of imperial culture and leisure. As you continue, you will be surprised when a large pond suddenly comes into view. This is Hirosawa Pond. The pond is surrounded by ancient burial mound, a reminder of aristocratic prosperities that thrived here from the late 5th century onward. There are several theories about the pond origin. Some say it was created for irrigation. Others believed it was opened by Emperor Hanayama when he built Tenryu-ji Temple in 989. Hirosawa Pond is also one of Kyoto's famous spots for moon viewing. It appears in all the traveler's guides and ukiyo-e print celebrated for its tranquil beauty. Several old poems contrast the ruined Seiryoji Temple, lost in time, with unchanging beauty of the moon above, highlighting the timeless theme of impermanence in Japanese culture. For our first meal related this Kyoto trip, I'm diving into a classic ramen. Originally, I had planned to visit the legendary Takabashi Honke Daiichi Asahi ramen shop in Kyoto. The one that been a local favorite for decades. But unfortunately, we ran out of time on this trip. So instead, I visited the Jimbocho's branch in Tokyo. It's one of only 4 official branches of original Honke Daiichi Asahi, and the second to open in Tokyo area in 2021, after the one near Shinjuku. The ramen here featured a rich raw soy sauce based tonkatsu broth. The noodle straight and medium thin, and the signature chashu pork is sliced thin and generously layered on the top. Next time, we'll be riding around the Kunikake no Michi Road, a scenic route that passes by 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The first stop is Ninnaji Temple. Here, a quick shot of the entrance. Then, we move to Ryoanji Temple, known worldwide for its iconic Zen rock garden. And finally, the famous Kinkakuji or Golden Pavilion. The Kinukake route does include some uphill sections, and I'll be showing you which one couldn't be conquered with a 2-speed bike. For comparison, 5-speed bike handled them better, and of course electric bike made it all feel effortless. And for the second Kyoto meal, I want to introduce Yudofu and Kyoto's famous hot tofu dish.
Oh, it's exciting.
Simple, healthy, and deeply satisfying. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you the next videos. If you like, please subscribe this YouTube.